Classic.
Works on tech, works on people.
Huh?
That's what a defib does, really.
Oh yeah.
Fucking paddle thing.
Yeah. When you get chest paddle, that's really what happens. Is we hit the reset button on your heart.
Literally, it stops your heart and restarts it.
Yeah.
My concussion reset me to factory settings. The boot up took a while.
That's what you get for not running on an SSD.
Yeah. I predate the technology.
Should be. Azure probably should upgrade to Windows 11. Just kidding. Don't ever do that. It fucking sucks. Anyways,
it also records your information.
But what doesn't in this day and age? Also, I hope Cop, you apologize to Philip. Just saying.
Right?
Oh yeah, I saw that. You did.
He did.
Right?
He's not even here. He's in BRB.
Oh, god damn it!
I tried to warn him. I tried so hard, you guys.
Yeah.
Especially after Cobb did the daring and showed his face on the server. Now Philip has even more ammo to use.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's fucked now.
Spot doesn't have any reference for what we're talking about.
I don't have any reference. Who the fuck is Philip?
What?
Philip is our designated NSA. We've definitely mentioned it, but it might have just slipped your mind. He's our designated NSA agent that monitors and.
Oh, Philip, that's right.
Yeah.
I mean,
there you go.
I knew that.
I was checking in with him, asking how he was doing.
From unknown number. You good, bro? Anyways, we gotta give Philip his weekly entertainment. What happened last time?
We started in camp, having just woken up after a hellish dreamscape sequence where we delved into each other's pasts. Alright, someone take it away.
Terrible, man.
Yeah, I think everyone pretty much just went off and did their own thing for a bit. I remember Roma had a fun point where she tripped over her shoelaces multiple times and didn't know what the fuck was going on. Yeah, and then couldn't figure out quite what it was until like later on, but that wasn't revealed until much later. I think Roma just went off and like sat next to Denver in like a what's the word? It's like
yes,
stupor.
That's where we started.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember what everyone
else was doing alchemy all
now.
morning, right? I didn't have a
yeah.
very eventful morning.
Yeah.
I don't remember much of what happened before Anvil got up and walked away.
We had Hot Boy Summer with Caradoc.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
shit, so we did. Yeah.
Caradoc is
Everyone's just
beautiful
unanimously
now.
thinking, oh, he's a little hot. Why?
That's right.
Wait, actually, hold on. Is it actually Summer in World? I can't remember. We have
He
calendar.
dunked his head in a bucket of water and did like the Baywatch, tossing his hair back.
Yeah. I forget what the context was, but at some point he got on a knee in front of Roma, and we were all
To look
like,
at the shoelaces.
that should be me! That should be me!
To look at the shoelaces.
Oh, Caradoc, my shoes are tied together too!
We were just expressing profusely, like, what do I do? What do I do?
Oh, I can fix that for you.
Alright.
It's like holes.
I
can fix that.
I just remembered Dahlia had a conversation with Tal, I think, in the morning, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. I don't remember at what point in the morning. It was definitely after the shoelace shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Because then Dahlia found out that it was Fayez's shadow that was doing it. Which he just barely... I think I just barely noticed.
Mm-hmm. And then you told no one.
Warbling,
and then I told no one, because he said not to worry about it, so I didn't worry about it.
Yeah, thanks. The loyalty is,
Simp!
Which will come back later, too. What else happened in the morning?
Jin's hat.
Nope,
that was not the morning.
That was afternoon. Yeah, that was afternoon.
That was afternoon.
Yeah.
We had to talk about the doll, right? And
we did, yeah. Because I think, was it Jin that brought your attention, or was it?
I believe so.
Right.
Jim brought to attention
inciting.
Anvil's disapproval at
Yeah.
how it sounded like we were disappointment at how it
And worse.
sounded like we were handling it.
I mean, I'm still just like, what were we supposed to do, man?
It basically boiled down.
Step one: do not despair like that. Do not throw in the towel and be like, "Well, fuck, I don't know what to do." Okay, that doesn't
Well, I don't
solve
think that's
anything.
necessarily what. Yeah. I mean, I don't think that's exactly what was going through Roma's head, but it's still just like, okay, now what?
So that basically all boiled down to, even if we don't have a plan, even if we don't have next steps, we need to be on the course at all times.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't give up, don't stop, just because you don't know where to go next, figure it out.
Yeah.
Which I think we do have next steps. At least in my mind, we definitely should see if the Witch Knight does say anything to Grover. But other than that, were we going to reach out to the Magos? Was that what we...
No, I don't think that's what we...
decided?
I don't think we decided on that.
Decided it yet. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think it was gather strength and then maybe go to the guy that may potentially kill us.
And what happened? Anything else happened at that first camp?
I feel like there was, but I can't quite remember.
Maybe we'll remember and come back to it. But
Yeah.
regardless, we did eventually move on from that camp, break camp, and move on down the road towards Eulonia, towards a lake that we were gonna choose for our next camping spot. Anything happened on the road? I know some conversations were had, but I don't remember if they were significant or not.
The only one that I know of was Dahlia talking to Eva. But dyeing her hair.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh. You did do that, so that's the part that needs to be recapped. But regardless, we made it to the lake. We hunkered down, and shenanigans ensued.
Yeah.
Very quickly.
Almost
Very
immediately.
quickly.
Like it was mentioned earlier,
theft.
rather than the third prank of the day being Roma's shoelaces again, it was this time Jin's hat, which was placed in the tree. And Jin,
Badger was tasked to go get it.
Yeah, Jin recruited Badger, who had Irina's help to climb the tree, claim the hat, and then what was it when you got down? You gave it to
Ace.
Yeah,
that tied it to Ace.
Yeah.
Roma's catching all the flack for this BS when Dahlia definitely was a part of it, and it was all absolutely instigated by Badger.
What
Because if he had just given the hat back,
what the flack was that Roma was extorting him. It wasn't that she wasn't giving it back.
She gave it back. She gave it back, okay?
It's
She was just teasing.
Yeah, but punished Falk doesn't know that.
You had the opportunity to avoid it by not charging him money, and that's where you fucked up. Everyone else, they were making a goof, they were making a gaffe. We were fine with moving on from that, but you had to financially get involved.
I'm gonna be honest, I was not expecting anyone to side with a guy named Punished Falk.
It's punisher than him, makes him hot.
We have two hot boy summers going on. One's emo, one's
why
just...
why do you guys think we're at the lake right now?
Take off.
Ace was given the hat and he ran off and into the lake with
lured
Jin
into the lake.
Yep, got lured into the lake. Yeah, by Dahlia and Roma, the dynamic duo, but evil.
We're doing a handshake in the background. You can't see it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's like an evil duo. Tweedledum and Tweedledee, are they evil?
No.
They are in the Wolf Among Us. Anyway,
yeah, they are.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, what else was happening during that? Because Jin did, after being cast with invisibility by Falk, Jin did go into the water to try and wrestle his hat back.
Didn't do very well, if I remember correctly.
Unsuccessfully.
Unsuccessfully.
I had advantage with stealth.
Did happen during the lake shenanigans.
I recall what Falk did. Obviously, I'm him. I'm him.
You're him.
He's that guy.
Yeah.
He
spoke to Badger, and in a moment of maybe surprising solidarity, he was like, "Hey, you kind of don't like Makar right now, despite
Right now.
your stature." Check this shit out, and then revealed a Makarate war banner they took as a trophy. Falk ripped off 3 strips of it. Initially 2, but then remember that Ace is there. Ripped off 3 strips of this faded red banner and tied it around his arm, Badger's arm, and Ace's collar. They're the boys. That's their uniform. That's what Falk did.
Was it around this time Arnie approached Caradoc for romance advice?
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Yeah, he approached you when the shenanigans are happening in the water.
Right.
And thus began an unfortunate series of events by Lemony Snicket. What happened?
Well,
Go on, then.
He asked Caradoc, he's like, what do I do? How do I approach? Where do I even start? And Caradoc tried to, boost his confidence, tell him, well, here's what you do, step by step, easy things that you can achieve. Arnie didn't feel so confident, so he needed some help. And then I finally managed to talk him up. Oh yeah, I'm going to do it. I believe that's when Eva swoops in.
Yeah, you guys had gone off to go test his mortar.
Yeah.
Bro, explosive
Right,
bro.
you were blowing up
I
the lake.
remember that. Yeah. Going fishing.
A lot of free fish on the shore now. Then that's when
And-
Eva swooped in.
Yes, and she I can't remember. Did she frighten him, intimidate him into, collecting his, picking up his spine from the floor, or was that more like a gaslight thing?
She didn't do
A
it.
little bit of column B.
She didn't do anything. You're the main impetus for him asking Eva the things she asked her. Whereas she has plausible deniability. She didn't do anything.
I pushed him at her.
She did not do a thing. And no one can convict her in court for that.
No, that's true.
He did ask for her help. To various degrees of success, I guess. It depends on whose perspective we're talking about, I suppose.
Yeah. And this is when my memory's a little blurry. Because I remember him going off, right, because I wanted to talk to Eva. And that's when Arnie bumped into the others entangled with the hat scheme. Is that right?
Yeah.
I don't believe it was quite that. I don't remember where
At
you
that
went.
point, you guys were finishing your time in the water.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, of course. Then yeah.
Arnie was
Also
just going
got
back
the
to
hair
camp.
Mhm. I think he was just
Yeah,
gonna go
right.
prepare himself to.
He went to go
Be
find
brave.
drinks.
Yeah.
That's what he did. And he did find some eventually. He came back. But then, timing. Because, was it you, Dahlia, that pulled Roma into the...
Mhm.
Or was it Eva?
No,
No.
it was Dahlia.
Yeah, I think while we were sunbathing to get dry, while time was just kind of passing, Dahlia had asked if Roma wanted to be a part of something,
Right.
and then Roma
Yeah,
agreed
that's
like an
what it was.
idiot without asking for details.
Yeah, well, she was excited to be included.
And that's when Arnie needed to enlist Jin's help to pull Roma away so that he could talk to her.
Which ended in Jin getting extorted.
He put it as cost of getting Arnie a foot in the door kind of situation.
Jin's a real homie.
Yeah, the loyalty man.
Everyone.
He is kind and honorable next to a fault. Not to a fault, but he's nearby.
He's in the vicinity.
Get away from that fault.
Yes. So Arnie talked to. Well, I was gonna say Dahlia, Roma, and Dahlia and Eva were definitely not listening the whole time.
Oh
we
no,
were
definitely
doing stuff.
not. No, you were doing girly shit and spying.
Yeah, even for 22 passive perception can possibly.
Yeah, exactly. No. Especially when they're not exactly being frickin' subtle.
I guess before that, Caradoc and Eva Caradoc had a heart-to-heart with Eva at the mortar.
Oh, that's right.
Location. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
He consulted her about some things that he has been struggling with, conflicted by, and got some of the guidance I think he was looking for. And she asked him if he's afraid. He's not. Not anymore. After that whole encounter with Gareth, some things have changed with Caradoc. Well, they're on their way to change. I don't think he's fully there. But there was there was a surprise Pikachu Nat 20 that happened at the very end of that conversation where Caradoc said that for better or for worse, Eva's found her way in here, and he tapped his chest, and then he said, "I trust you."
A dangerous thing to say to a spy.
Yes.
Be all fun and games until she has to exploit you guys.
Yeah.
Well,
I've already forgiven
more.
her for that.
Yes.
I preemptively forgave her for that. We're all good.
Pointing back a small bit, by a small bit I mean a decently far bit, because I just looked over my notes and saw this. Before the hat ended up in the lake, being tossed around between parties that will not be listed, there was a moment where Jin mentioned he was struck by lightning at a tree, and Irina was very interested in that. I was asking, did you have any metal on you? I was like, not particularly. She's like, interesting. And then just kind of went back to her business.
It's probably a bad time to mention Aerolith did transport via, like, electricity and energy. It's probably a bad time to mention that right now, huh?
Yes, it is! I didn't know that!
Yeah, I remember that time where he almost snapped, like, he instantly blitzed Caradoc and had his neck in his hands. Yeah, that was crazy.
Boy.
I don't remember that.
That's not gonna come back to haunt us. Let's not worry about it, I think.
Nah.
She
I know
asked,
he was a little stiff after that.
she asked if Jin had any metal on him when he was struck by lightning. He didn't have any coin or anything on him.
He would have left pretty much all his gear at the bottom of the tree to make it easier to climb. Aside from his Kanabo, which is that important to him.
Yeah.
You lightened your load.
Yeah. In a positive way, he did incite it, and it wasn't a thing of like, I'm going to extort you or whatever. It was, she is genuinely trying to think of how to best help the situation. She's just really strange about how she's approaching it.
I think
she is not socially good. She's autistic. Anyways.
Hold on, there might be something I could sort of click to sort of. Yeah.
Yeah. The war
So you'll note the wordation on this, host and leader, etc., etc. By all technical accounts, in terms of classification, you guys are her colony.
Interesting.
Like that. So when it references the colony, you can self-insert yourself into that group. So she is trying to do her best to look out for you guys as best as she is biologically designed to do. Just not to the assigned group.
Oh, whoops.
That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, wrong general chat. I get out of here.
She's doing her darndest. She's just very bad socially at portraying that in a not creepy way.
Because of the territory being dead.
Yeah. She had a centipede for a spine for like a hot minute, and then it busted out of her chest. Only so much. Yeah, and then she just grew a new one. There's only so much like social knowledge that someone like that could possibly have. Anyways, I saw that in my notes. Thought I would mention it because it seemed mildly important.
Only time will tell.
Yeah. I think after Arnie, I think after that is when Jin was discovered by Falk to have been hustled out of money. Am I correct?
With that 23 passive perception and being I say a street urchin. It's not like Falk literally grew up in like a cardboard box. He had a house.
Street rat.
But yeah, he was a street rat.
He was a lad.
Yeah.
So being 23 passive perception and a street rat, he knew exactly how much money you had when you left, and he knew exactly what was missing when you came back.
But I had my hat. And the general vibe was, she will pay. But not pay like financially or pay like we're going to assault her, but pay like we're going to prank her. We're going to get vengeance in a comedic way and also a financial way, but mostly comedic. And that's where Fias showed up, but not Fias, but also Fias. It's a complicated situation.
Not pay like we're gonna assault her.
Would it be better if we just beat up Roma and took her wallet, or did this whole bit that we're going with?
The bit.
First off, how dare you?
Let's just make like another map.
I think it was when Shadowfires appeared. Caradox like, oh, I don't trust this, and I went to bed. So I was like, Caradox gonna go read his book like a nerd.
Dweeb.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
We forgot he went for a dip in the lake.
Oh yeah, he did.
Oh yeah, he
And
did. Yeah.
Prestidigitated himself just because he could.
Right, yes, because
Yeah.
Hot Boy Summer. Did you make a map?
No, I probably should have throughout the week, but we're gonna do like really.
that's not
We're gonna do etch and sketch. Oh,
Hell yeah.
It's a sketch.
But yeah.
Also, I want you guys to know anytime Shadowfires, or I guess Normal Fires by extension, talks about vengeance and stuff like that, just imagine Colombo saying righteous violence.
Righteous violence.
That's what goes through my mind when these conversations come up. Righteous violence. Colombo said calmly. And he does say it calmly. But yeah, you guys keep going the recap. I'm gonna really shittily draw shoreline in the camp.
Retribution.
So our retribution is starting to be plotted. Shadowfires reveals himself. Caradox like, nah. And we plan out this whole thing. We need like a stance to sell her clothes back to her at a certain price to get exactly 20 silver.
Oh fuck me, yeah, Jesus.
It was way overthought.
I forgot how intricate it was.
It was very intricate. It's
We
great.
overthought it was perfectly thought.
Yeah, but like, oh my god.
Understandable. So it was perfectly well thought out. There's a little stand over there. During this, Jen ends up asking, is Shadowfires like a spirit of vengeance? Is he just a prankster? Like, what's going on here? And it's like, that's a good insight. Righteous violence. Eventually Falk is like, do you mind if we get the other Fias over here? Because he doesn't seem to really know that this Shadowfires is here. Or he's just ignoring it. Upon calling Fias over, he does seem to just kind of not want to address it. As most people do with their Faustian shadows. It's revealed as the shadow kind of fades back into Fias that Fias understands what is happening to a T of his sister's connection to the shadow of Turian Enclave? Is that the name?
No, it's not related to the Turian Enclave, that shadow. She's growing closer to your guys' nighttime, not theirs.
Yeah, oh, okay. Well, I just wanted to know like where he was from. That's mainly why I was asking. Shadow that she's growing more attached to initially was like something involving their people and where they're from, but has been mutated and bastrified into something else, and by becoming more powerful and connected to that through bloodline is also making him more powerful, which is good on one hand and bad on the other. Because the Shadowfires is like almost a younger version of him, where it's like playful, but also vengeance-driven, and without the tempering of age and wisdom. So it's like,
That's crazy. That's wild.
this is
Very
gonna get
Jungian,
real
I
bad.
like
We
it.
should fix this problem. But yeah. Oh my god, I forgot about this. Jin, going back again, because, oh my god, I can't read. Going back again, though, because I think that was about the end of the session. We were going to go back and get dinner, and that's kind of where we stopped, before the prank happened. Running back again, after Jin could not get his hat back, because he failed at every stealth check, and also every athletics check. My boy. Shame. You rolled Nats 20 twice. Shut up.
Yeah, it was great.
Bastard. He decided to go hang out with Mina. See how she's doing. Not good is the answer. She ends up, I guess, inviting him to follow her underwater and just kind of float and meditate, which he does poorly at. I rolled like a 12. I was not going to do good at that. They end up having to resurface. Him not fully getting what she's going for, but after she describes it as like a comforting presence, like a almost meditative thing, he's like, I think fundamentally I get where she's coming from. That's kind of how he approaches it. She's tired of thinking, wants to head back. He prods a little bit, and she does respond back. It's just like, I'm not tired of swimming. I'm just tired of thinking all the time. It's like, you know what? That's fair. There's a lot to think about. That's a lot of shit, dog. Head back to the shore. And, fast forward. Okay, now I think it's good. I think. Let's like go through my notes.
Mina, Francis was not allowed to continue his awakening.
Oh, that's
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
Right, because Mina just started stripping.
Yeah.
And Molly was just like, no, stop. To the child.
Yeah.
39. Dash. Number 30.
Do I have
No.
the general horse
I
tokens?
think the
Pretty much.
lake. I think some of the lake is covered by the road light, but it's like still probably don't go in it right now.
Yeah.
It depends on which direction you guys go.
So I'm gonna keep it at. Don't need to find out which direction. Not gonna go in the water.
We'll assume the confines of the map are
About the edge.
well within safety. No, going beyond the map is still fine. But
Okay.
like this is like definitively like you're good.
Okay, fair. Because there's a road light like over here or something.
Yeah, Anvil doesn't exactly describe or tell you guys what he does. He just does it.
There was now light. We
anything
were safe
else?
here. To my
Anything
knowledge,
else?
No.
I think we covered it all, right?
no. Nimble gives Jin back his money, and Riza also painted the lake, but it was a storming environment. Those are the last two things. I
Thank
wrote.
you very much.
yes.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, this is why I write shit down.
Oh no.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Can
Oh no.